finalist for our brand new pop-up 500 Words Black Lives Matter writing competition for 5 to 13-year-olds is Katherine Ebry. She is 9 from Reading. Well done, Katherine. And Katherine goes to Aldermaston CFE Primary School, and her story is called Something You're Not. And here's what the judges said about your amazing story, Katherine. Mallory Blackman said, what a beautiful story. It encourages all of us to embrace who we are rather than something we're not. Francesca Simon said, a wonderful story that explores the importance of seeing beyond superficial differences. Charlie Hickson says, what a delight and provoking read. Frank Cottrell Boyce says, the narrative encouraged us to find the space as we were reading it where we belong and enjoy what it is that truly connects us. Over to you, Amanda Abbington.
Something You're Not by Katherine Ebry. Wanted, blue drummer. Ruby read the banner. She felt a ripple of excitement. She knew this was her chance to finally be in a band. She took the banner home to her mum so she could see. Once she got home, she showed her mum. Her mum frowned and looked worried. But, darling, you can't be in a blue band because you're a red. You have red hair and they have blue. Don't try and be something you're not. But Ruby took no notice. She went upstairs, got out her laptop, and ordered a bottle of super sapphire hair dye. The next day, Ruby set off to the audition bright and early, with her freshly dyed new blue hair flowing in the wind. On her name tag, instead of Ruby, it read Violet. The auditions were held in a big wood full of bluebells. Ruby felt the sun on her face as she bashed and crashed on the drum kit. The leader of the band, Senika, smiled and cried out, "Way to go, Violet! We have to have you in our band." Cyan and Indy nodded approval towards Ruby and they said, "You are a natural drummer, Violet." Ruby glowed with pride. She was going to be in the famous Blue Bashers band. But then, all of a sudden, it started to pour with rain. Everyone rushed under the gazebo for shelter, but Ruby was lost in the music. As she played, the rain trickled over her head onto her face, and Senika cried out, "Oh, look at her hair!" Everyone turned to face Ruby. The hair dye was a puddle on the floor, and as they looked up, they saw her hair had got soaked and was red as a cherry. Ruby stopped and realised what had happened. She froze in horror. Cyan cried out, "What on earth happened to your—" He stopped. "Red hair!" Ruby tried to speak, but no words came out. Her eyes welled up with tears and she ran from the woods, leaving a single drumstick behind in a puddle of blue dye. The Blue Bashers looked at each other. Indy said, "She's got red hair. She's not like us at all." "But she is," said Senika. "She drums like we do. She gets lost in the music like us." They all said in unison, "We've got to fix this." The Blue Bashers picked up the drumstick and Indy fetched a new clean sheet of paper. On it she wrote, "We need our drummer back. Whether you are Violet or not, if this stick belongs to you, you are meant to be one of us. Come and get it." Days later, when Ruby read the new banner, her mouth twisted into a smile for the first time since the audition. She ran back to the woods to meet the Blue Bashers. But something had changed. Each and every band member now had a different colour hair. "Welcome to the Rainbow Rockers," they shouted. "Let's play!"